Hello and welcome to Arsenal Waffle, where again I'll talk about the game that's happening. Well, by the time this is posted, within about 90 minutes' time. Another huge game, I'll say it again. We all know it, you all know it, but we're playing Bournemouth, and really on paper, if we can do what we did to Everton midweek, I can't see why we can't do to Bournemouth what we did to Everton. As far as I'm aware, no new injury concerns, and I really think today could be a day where we might do things a bit differently. I think Fabio Vieira, and I keep saying it, I've said it every week, he needs to get a chance so that Xhaka can have a break, or even Erdegaard can have a break. I don't want to count with chickens before they've hatched, but if they're not good enough to play for the team at the top of the league, then that's where we've got to be worried, because if we're not trusting our depth against a team like this, obviously the only other alternative is that we start with the strongest team, get the game won, and then we start making changes. We've been burnt before where I always think, and I'm going back a while here, but we played Blackburn in the FA Cup years ago. Colin Kazim-Richards scores a winner. 30 minutes left, he starts to bring on the big guns, but 30 minutes isn't enough time to change a game sometimes. Whereas if you get it won after 50 minutes or 60, that's when you can have the luxury to go, okay, we'll take out a couple of attacking players, maybe keep the defence, but put a couple of attacking players in. But personally, I would think about resting Zinchenko. I'd think about resting Erdegaard or Xhaka. Jorginho, I'd stick with him still. I'd give Partey as much time as he needs, because these are the games when I used to play football. As in, you play to a level and there's lesser opposition than others. And when we still have City and Liverpool coming up, where Partey isn't always available for the big games, you like to be double safe that he will be, and play a double pivot. But then that's a different game for a different day. But today, I would love us to do what we did to Everton, as we all would. But goals are a big factor in winning the league as well. Goals scored. I can't see why we can't keep a clean sheet. I can't see why we can't stick 4 past Bournemouth today. Again, I don't want to get ahead of myself, and Arsenal fans should get carried away. But then again, you still have to show caution, and I can't see why we can't go and really put it on this team. Really put them away first half. Get the game won. 2 or 3 goals in a 10-minute spell, and then we'll see the game out. As dull as it sounds, I'd rather be resting easy for Fulham next week, who's the biggest game we've got in a while, and start thinking about rotation. Start thinking about not getting silly yellows. Start thinking about not getting their sending off, because things can change. You make one error, and it's easily done. It comes back to bite you. But today, I like to hope they will be as comfortable as our City made it last week. Everyone wants to play out from the back now, and Bournemouth tried it like we tried against City. We got burnt, and they got burnt, and they put them away 3-0 at half-time. I can't see why we haven't got the quality, the class, and the attacking prowess to actually do that ourselves today. And also, I really think Saka needs to be pulled out if we're doing well. Put Reece Nelson in. Reece Nelson did so well against Forest, and he's not been given a chance since. I'm not saying he has to start, but Saka also needs to be rested a little bit, because he'll get burnt out. But what more to say? Is there anything more to say? I'm hoping for a massive, huge win. And to be honest, I'm glad that you see videos that go around the internet, and I'm so glad that things like Gabriel getting massive praise. That's why I put him in the picture to start with. I put a thing online the other day where Saka's smashing it at the front post. That's a fantastic thing to have in your locker, and people have added to those things as well. And it's one of them where people are seeing the quality we've got, people are seeing the consistency we've got, people are seeing the maturity that we've also showing as well. And that's something that's needed with this running, and I saw a video just today of Xhaka saying, why can't we talk about winning the league? But then again, he's saying it cautiously, because, you don't want to talk yourself up, because firstly, it adds ammunition for the chasing pack. Secondly, you don't want to get complacent. I can't imagine Mikel Arteta letting these players get complacent. I can't imagine even Ødegaard on the pitch allowing that to happen. Whether I'm going a bit in a different direction here, I don't know. But when said and done, and there isn't much to say on a game like today and the upcoming games, they'll be fighting for their lives, but we're also fighting, maybe not a greater cause than relegation, but we're fighting a cause here nonetheless. And I really, really think if we're on it today, you'd like to think it would be like it was Wednesday night. Nice, comfortable, get the game done, get the game won, start thinking about taking players off, and we'll think about next Sunday. Please like and subscribe if you're interested, and I'll be doing these for this season and the future.